Luka Doncic gets hit with a suspension after a heated technical foul, and now he's breaking his silence. What he says next is putting the entire league under serious pressure.
And at some point, it's his basketball court. At some point, I just can't stand.
Luka Doncic built his entire reputation on swagger, raw talent, and ice-cold confidence that made him look untouchable, until everything suddenly started to crack and the pressure finally showed through.
The ruling on the floor is a double technical, as we have a push followed by an action after the push.
That means he's
so
suspended.
Williams and Luka will both be assessed a double technical.
After a sudden suspension that no one expected, he showed up at a press conference and spoke very openly. He didn't hold anything back, and his strong comments quickly got everyone talking. Fans and critics were both asking the same thing. Could this be the moment that changes his whole career? The story begins on March 27th, 2026, when the Lakers faced the Brooklyn Nets at Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. Before the game, everything looked perfect for Luka Doncic. During the match, he was unstoppable, playing with high energy and taking over the court. The Nets had no answer for him. By the end, Doncic scored 41 points on 15 of 25 shooting, hit 5 three-pointers, and also added 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and 1 block in 39 minutes. The Lakers won easily, 116-99, dominating from start to finish. But surprisingly, none of that became the main story. People weren't even talking about the score. Nobody was focused on playoff standings anymore. Everyone's attention shifted to one key moment. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third quarter. It started with a shove, a quick swipe, and a referee who had clearly seen enough. The Lakers were bringing the ball in from the backcourt after a Nets dunk. Before that, Doncic had already been called for an offensive foul, which put him on edge. Then Nets forward Zaire Williams walked right into his space after the dunk. According to Doncic, Williams didn't just say something once. He repeated it 3 times, right in his face. This is where things get disputed. The NBA says Doncic pushed Williams first. After reviewing the play, officials also saw Williams swipe toward Doncic's face and neck area. Referee Sean Wright then stepped in and gave both players a double technical foul, one on Doncic and one on Williams.
The ruling on the floor is a double technical, as we have a push followed by an action after the push.
That means he's
so
suspended.
Williams and Luka will both be assessed a double technical.
That moment changed everything immediately. Doncic's technical foul wasn't just another call. It was his 16th of the season. And in the NBA, that number has a clear rule. Once a player reaches 16 technical fouls, they are automatically suspended for 1 game. No pay, no appeal, no exceptions, and no way to undo it. So just like that, Luka Doncic hit the limit. On March 28, 2026, the NBA confirmed it officially. Doncic would miss the Lakers' next home game against the Washington Wizards on March 30. On paper, it was only 1 game and against a weaker opponent, so it didn't seem like a huge loss. But the biggest story wasn't the game he would miss. It was how he reacted in the post-game press conference. Still fired up after scoring 41 points, Doncic didn't hold back. He sat at the podium clearly frustrated and believed the league had made the wrong call. You could see his emotions, anger, confusion, and the feeling that he had been unfairly treated in front of everyone watching.
Honestly, I wasn't trying to, he said it for my whole family.
He was actually referring to a different incident there. We'll get to that part soon. But even that moment showed a lot about his mindset this season, that he clearly feels like he's being singled out. In his view, opponents are allowed to do more to him, while he gets called for things more easily. He also feels like referees are constantly watching him more closely than everyone else. Back to the Nets situation. Doncic explained it very simply. He said Williams yelled in his face 3 times, and he just wanted to walk away. He insisted he never even said anything back. Then came the key part. Officials said his push was too much. Doncic strongly disagreed. He said it was a double technical, and he didn't even talk. He just tried to leave the situation. He denied that his push was exaggerated and said it didn't happen the way it was described. That wasn't just a normal quote. It showed a player who was clearly frustrated and not at peace with the decision. Even after scoring 41 points, he still left feeling like something was taken from him, and in a very real way, it was. That suspension also hits his wallet. Around $264,000 lost for one game over a moment he believes wasn't even a real push. But this situation goes deeper, because it wasn't even the first time this season he reached that dangerous 16 technical limit. Just 9 days earlier, on March 21st, in a Lakers vs. Orlando Magic game, Doncic was involved in another heated moment with Sanogo Bitadze at the free throw line. Words were exchanged, emotions spiked, and things escalated quickly. And just like that, Doncic hit 16 technical fouls again. But this time, it didn't stick. The Lakers quickly fought back, filed an appeal, and the NBA agreed. The technical foul was removed, bringing his total back down to 15. That meant no suspension and no immediate punishment. He got a second chance, but now things got more personal. Doncic later explained what really triggered him, and said it wasn't just normal trash talk.
And at some point, this is basketball court, at some point I just can't stand.
He said the exchange happened in Serbian, and according to him, Bitadze crossed a serious line by making a deeply personal comment about his family. Doncic said it wasn't just trash talk, it was offensive and went too far that he admitted he should have handled it better, but also made it clear he couldn't just ignore something like that. From his side, Bitadze allegedly said something vulgar about his entire family, but Bitadze denied that version and claimed Doncic was actually the one who started the confrontation. The NBA reviewed the situation, agreed with the Lakers' appeal, and removed the technical foul completely. So officially, the record was cleared and the case was closed. Still, the bigger picture is important. Doncic went into that Nets game already carrying 15 technical fouls. That meant he was one step away from an automatic suspension. One more reaction, and he knew exactly what would happen. So when Ziaire Williams got in his face and started yelling, Doncic reacted and pushed him. The whistle came immediately, and this time there was no appeal that could save him. This is now the second time in the same season he reached 16 technical fouls. The first time, the Lakers got it reversed. The second time, the league didn't. And it all comes down to this. Under pressure, Doncic is still the kind of player who reacts in the moment, even when he knows the consequences are right there in front of him, that he plays right on the edge. He's always had that fire, that attitude, and that refusal to stay quiet. That's what makes him one of the most exciting players in the league right now, that it's the same energy that has him leading the NBA with 33.7 points per game. It's also the same mindset that helped him drop 41 points against Brooklyn while being just one technical foul away from suspension. But that same fire comes with a cost. This time, it cost him a game, watching from the bench instead of leading his team. It also comes with a $264,000 fine hanging over everything. Now shift to the next morning, March 29th, 2026. The Lakers are back at practice, and the media is waiting for answers. Head coach J.J. Redick walks in, and every question is about one thing. Luka Doncic. How is he feeling? What did he say? How is the team handling it? Redick didn't avoid the questions. He gave a calm, honest response that showed support for his star player while keeping the team focused. And if you read between the lines, it tells you a lot about the locker room situation. The main question was simple. How did Doncic take the news? He's disappointed. He wants to be there for his teammates. That says it all. He wasn't angry. He wasn't creating drama. He wasn't making demands or causing problems behind the scenes. He was simply disappointed because all he wanted was to be on the court with his team.
He's disappointed, that he wants to be there for his teammates.
And that detail matters more than people realize. J.J. Redick isn't just talking like a coach. He knows Doncic from their Dallas days. He understands how he thinks and how he's built mentally. What he's basically saying is simple. Luka Doncic isn't built to sit on the sidelines. It goes against everything in him. That's why situations like this hit him so hard. Redick also pointed out that Doncic almost never sits out, even when he's not fully feeling 100%. That toughness is part of what defines him as a player. But this situation is different. It's not an injury. It's not his body breaking down. It's the league stepping in and telling him he can't play. And for someone like Doncic, being forced to sit is harder to accept than physical pain. Still, Redick handled it the right way. Instead of letting the team panic over losing their star for one game, he reframed it. He called it a reset, a chance for the team to regroup, refocus, and tighten things up together, he also used the moment to highlight the role players, the guys who don't always get attention but are ready to step in when their moment comes. And in doing that, he turned what could have been a distraction into a message about depth, trust, and responsibility across the whole roster. Drop a comment below. 2.DOU. Think his fire helps him more or hurts him when it matters most? And stick around for more stories just like this. I'll catch you in the next one.